Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and today we're gonna play some Five Nights at Freddy's. But hey, on the day 3 of lunch right now. Oh man. Oh man. Anyone in chat right now? Maybe I should try to ping the Discord. Good morning. Well, good noon to you, Nick Rudo. Hello, Mainline Productions. Man. Loved hearing the Digger news. Again, I'm really curious to see what trailers they were when they actually released the trailer. Also, man, I really should have peed before I started this stream because oh my god, I need to pee. Okay, I will be right back. I just need to pee. Alright, we are back. So, what are we looking forward to today for the, hold on. Alright, yeah. Because we're going to have Universal today, but also Amazon MGM. Really the only thing notable I know of from Amazon MGM that's going to be coming out is Masters of the Universe, which I am looking forward to, which I was never really, a big Masters of the Universe guy, but it's the trailer looked really fun, so, yeah. So, what up? MGM doing a lot of big budget projects. I know that they're trying to do Bond, but I don't think they're going to announce anything about Bond today because it's like they don't really have one scheduled. I mean, I mean, Denis Villeneuve is directing the next James Bond movie, but I don't think they're going to announce the new James Bond today. I don't think. Ah. So, anyone gonna join? There seems to be people watching. Like, chat. You know, give me something to talk about. What are you excited for CinemaCon today? I must know. Ah, no, the latency. I forgot to set the latency at ultra low. Damn it. Hoping we get the Odyssey news. Yeah. I am kind of wondering if we're going to get a new trailer. Because it is a little bit closer to this. Any new look at the new Fast and Furious? Are they even filming that one right now? That's the issue. Like, are they even filming that right now? Because with that film, like, there are issues with that film, like, getting made because, you know, the previous one was so expensive. So, I'm not sure. Good point. I don't think they are. Yeah, I just don't know about. I just don't know about Fast and Furious. Mm. Uh, 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 Let's see what's going on in the CinemaCon thing right now. Oh yeah, one thing that's interesting is that we might actually see, depending on how long the Forgotten Island is. Oh, wait a minute. The film you're about to see is not yet final and is not approved for reviews by members of the press. We welcome social media posts. So, we're not going to be seeing reviews for Forgotten Island. We're going to be seeing, like basically social media reactions. Currently, I am predicting Forgotten Island to be nominated for Best Animated Feature. I don't think it's going to win, but, like, I do think it's going to be nominated. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Best animated feature noms are probably Forgotten Island, Ray Gun, Hoppers, Wildwood, Toy Story 5. Well, here's the thing. I think Shaun the Sheep is going to get I think Shaun the Sheep's going to get nominated over Ray Gun. I think there's a big problem with Ray Gun right now, because, well, for one, I mean, yeah, it's Brad Bird, but it's also Skydance Animation, and they do not make good movies. They just do not make good movies. I don't think there's been a single film of theirs that... I don't think there's been a single animated film of theirs that actually got good reviews. So that's not good. And plus, there were also like reports of like a hellish production for Ray Gun, and that Skydance really botched it. So it's like I'm not gonna predict Ray Gun. I feel like something's wrong. Off topic, but did you ever watch The Secret Agent? I'm about to in a few. Yes, I actually watched it before Oscar nominations came out, I think. I really liked it. I really liked The Secret Agent. It was not in my top 10 favorites of that year, but I liked it. I very much liked it. Yeah. If Steps isn't Netflix's choice, then who is? Hold on, let me look at Award Expert real quick, because I'm not exactly sure what... I'm trying to figure out what exactly is, Netflix's things. Because honestly, it could be Frank Kelda. I'm Frank Kelda. Now, this qualified for the Annies last year, but weirdly enough, it didn't show up in the Oscar eligibility list last year. So it makes me think that it's going to be qualifying for this year's Oscars. And I Am Frank Kelda was nominated for the Annie for Best Independent Animated Feature, even though it was a very weak year. But, like... maybe Frank Kelda? Because I think they acquired I Am Frank Kelda. Before the Avatar movie got leaked, I thought it would have a chance. Well, apparently Paramount's just not doing anything theatrical with that, so it wouldn't get nominated anyway. And even then, I don't know. It's based off of a TV show. You gotta be careful about predicting animated films that are based off of TV shows, because those don't usually get nominated. Like, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie didn't get nominated, the Simpsons movie didn't get nominated, and Demon Slayer didn't get nominated. It's like, they don't really like... the Oscars don't really like animated films where basically you have homework to do with television shows. They don't really like that. But yeah, I'm not really convinced over Ray Gun. Because again, it's like it's Skydance. Skydance is just like, they're not really reliable in my opinion. Like, they've never made a film that worked. You're awesome for doing this for folks who can't attend. Well, thank you. Also, if Universal goes out with a bang for franchises like Jurassic 8, Fast 11, Shrek 5, and more, would you be surprised or disappointed? I mean, those two things aren't mutually exclusive. You could be disappointed, but also be surprised that it's happening. Like, it'd be a bad surprise, but I think you mean like pleasantly surprised. Like, I would be pleasantly surprised, yeah. Jimmy Neutron was the exception, albeit that was the first year of the category. Ah, not really. Not so fast, because if you remember, or you should remember, the TV show came after the movie. The movie came first, and because of the movie's success, they made the TV show. So Jimmy Neutron doesn't count. What about Pitch Perfect 4? I mean, I don't know a lot about Pitch Perfect, so, you know, I don't know. I don't know anything about Pitch Perfect. I would not even know if there's a new one being made. But yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. The movie was better in my opinion. I have not seen the movie in a long time, but like I remember really liking the movie and really liking the TV show. So hey, I mean, I will say yeah, I guess this would be a hot take. Jimmy Neutron would have been a better animated feature winner than Shrek. It would have been like for me, best animated feature that year. In order of preference, it would have been Monsters Inc., Jimmy Neutron, and then like way down on the floor would be Shrek. I do not like Shrek. Shrek is a bad movie. You only dislike the first Shrek? The out of the Shrek movies, I've only seen Shrek 1 and Shrek Forever After. I didn't really care for either of them. I have not seen Shrek 2. I'm willing to see Shrek 2. But yeah. And I do really love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I guess that maybe counts as a Shrek movie, but yeah, I do love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. What I want from Universal in the future: Despicable Me 5, Minions and Monsters, Fast 11, Pitch Perfect 4, Jurassic World, Mario 3, Donkey Kong, Luigi's Mansion, more M. God, there's so many Minions, and oh my God. Jurassic. I don't know if they're gonna talk about. Here's the thing: I don't know if they're gonna like announce like, you know, movies that are just way off in the future, because CinemaCon usually tries to focus on movies that are coming out within the calendar year. So, I don't know. They're probably not going to talk about Jurassic World or something like that. Hmm. Anybody like? Anybody have any thoughts? Anybody have any thoughts? Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. No. No. Oh, I'm excited, y'all. OMG. I saw Fatherland will be the shortest at 82 minutes. Hello, sincerely Ujo. All of a sudden is the 14th longest in can history, 2 hours and 16 minutes. No, it's well over 3 hours. It's well over 3 hours long. Which is not exciting because I mean, look, I did think Drive My Car was great, but how long can you keep up making 3-hour dramas and have that still work? Like, I don't know. I'm a little worried. What studios are left to present? Well, today is Universal and Amazon MGM. Right now, what's happening is they are showing Forgotten Island. We're not going to be seeing reviews, but we are going to be seeing social media posts. Right now, I'm predicting Forgotten Island to be nominated for Best Animated Feature. I'm not predicting it to win, but I am predicting it to get nominated. So yeah. Is Disney at Comic-Con? This is not Comic-Con. It's CinemaCon. Did I say CinemaCon? No. Like, did I say Comic-Con? It's CinemaCon. And when's Disney? Disney is tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow is the last day because it's going to be Paramount and Disney. So that's what's going on tomorrow. Has a video game movie ever gotten an Oscar nomination? Not to my knowledge. I don't think. Yeah, there have been no video game movies that were nominated for Oscars. Yeah, people, because like like Google's trying to say, well, Ready Player One got nominated for visual effects, but it's like Ready Player One is not a video game movie; it's a movie about a fictional video game. No, so yeah, no video game movie has ever been nominated for an Oscar. Thoughts on the new small studio by Warner Brothers, Clockwork? I like it. I like this. I think it's a good idea. Like I like having more variety in studios. Now, granted, if Paramount takes over Warner Brothers, I think they're going to immediately dismantle Clockwork. I think they will. If the Paramount acquisition goes through, then Paramount is going to quickly dismantle Clockwork, like that. Because even they've said they don't want to make Oscar films anymore. They want to make, like, IP blockbusters only. Do you think Resident Evil could be the first for makeup? Here's the problem. Zombie movies don't get nominated for makeup. Zombie movies do not get nominated for makeup. And everyone kept telling me that, what was it? 28 years later was going to get nominated for Best Makeup, but I was like, guys, I really don't think so. They don't nominate zombie movies for makeup. And then I was right. They do not, they just don't. I don't know what it is about zombies. Maybe it's because zombies mostly look the same between movies, but zombie movies do not get nominated for makeup. They just do not. So no, I do not think Resident Evil is going to get nominated for that. No. Hey, how are you today? Do you feel any better? Better, maybe. I'm still a little bit sick, but yeah. How are you doing, Blue Lab? Watch Madden be the first video game movie to get a nom. I don't think Madden, I don't think is a video game movie. Yeah, no, it's a biopic. It's a biopic, not a video game movie. It's based on a true story. So yeah, no, it's not a video game movie. It's about his involvement of the development of the NFL video game, of the Madden NFL video game series, but it's technically not a video game movie. So no. Oh god, the production of this movie sounds horrible. Like, oh my god. Ugh. Bradley Cooper set to direct an Ocean's 11 prequel. Excited? I've not seen actually, the only Ocean's film I've seen is Ocean's 8 with Sandra Bullock. That's the only one I've seen, which I liked, but I didn't love. But by the way, crazy Paramount only wants to focus on blockbusters. Yeah, like, look, I feel like you need a bit of a... I think you need a bit of a variety. But also, I think what they're trying to... But, like... Because, like, I don't think there's, like, an overabundance of blockbusters. That's not really the issue. Like, as a whole. Because, like, smaller films come out all the time. And even the Oscars have shown that they're going for more smaller films. At least trajectory-wise. But... being a studio, or at least being a studio like Paramount, like, I get it if you're like, like Marvel, like, okay, I get that, but like something like Paramount, it's like, only blockbusters, only IP driven blockbusters, it's like that can't be sustainable. That cannot be sustainable. What video game movie could you see getting an Oscar nom, even if it's a below the line category? Are we talking about one that's coming out, or one that or just like I think of a video game movie and what I think its prospects could be? Like which one are you talking about? Like are you talking about like if I had to think of a video game movie, like for like that? Yeah, in general. Okay. I honestly think if you got the right director and writer, like Papers, Please could legitimately be an Oscar film, like a legitimate Oscar contender, because like it's sort of like a dark comedy, but also has political undertones and whatnot. Like if you got the right person directing it and writing it, then like I feel like you would have like a really acclaimed film. And there's lots of other techs you could have to be involved with that, like film editing and score and cinematography, production design. Like there's a lot of stuff you could do with Papers, Please, I feel. And then there's the more obvious ones, like like in terms of like I'm trying to think of like what video game adaptations could be like visual effects things, like maybe Shadow of the Colossus, but then again, like big monster movies don't really get nominated for visual effects Oscars, really, not really. Upcoming M. Night Shyamalan film is a supernatural romantic thriller in the genre of ghosts, starring Gyllenhaal. Shyamalan doesn't I don't know. I'm not really excited over M. Night Shyamalan, really. He just kind of, he's M. Night Shyamalan. He just kind of makes, honestly, his movies have become kind of forgettable now. I kind of forget when he's actually made a movie now. So it's like, like his movies aren't even as like god awful as they used to be. Like they're now just kind of mid. So yeah. What kind of film should Taika Waititi do to have a comeback? I mean, I don't know. Just make a film that's really acclaimed. I don't know what film it would have to be, but it would have to. But I think what he has to do is like rein back his humor a bit, rein back the humor, and put a lot more emotion in there. Like something like Jojo Rabbit. Like Jojo Rabbit, I thought was a perfect balance of comedy and drama. He just needs to learn to rein back the humor and especially after, what was that one movie called? Next Goal Wins. Really, like understand what it is you're talking about, because there's a Final Destination 7, May of 2028. Man, they've been having Final Destinations for a long time. Like, when is it going to be the Final Destination? Has anyone ever been nominated for director and actor? I could see Benny Safdie pulling off something like this. I think so. I think actually that has happened. Let me look. Wait. Okay, well, okay, no. I thought I had something going on there, but, because I was thinking Good Night and Good Luck. And while George Clooney did get nominated for Best Director, it was David Strathairn that got nominated for Best Actor. So, I was wrong there. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, Clint Eastwood. You know what? Yeah. Clint Eastwood, he won Best Director for $1 Million Baby and was also nominated for Best Actor. You are right there. Mel Gibson. Ah, man. Ah, dang. I don't think there's going to be anything new. Oh wait, they're introducing the screening now. Writers and directors of Forgotten Island. The score for Forgotten Island will be recorded. Wait. Oh, so this is really not finished. Because, like, they don't even have the score. Wait, they're showing this movie and they don't even have the score ready? What? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The score is pretty important in the movies. Like, I don't know why they're showing the movie without even having the score ready. Oh shit, okay. The Dog Stars had some test screenings and claimed that the film was a bit anticlimactic. Oh. Speaking of video game movies, with Backrooms having an acclaimed actor like Renate Reinsvold, could it get surprise production design visual effects nom? No, I don't think so, because the production design is pretty much, like, at least when it comes to the Backrooms themselves, it's like, there's not much new going on. And also, I don't think it's going to get a visual effects nomination, because, like, it looks really impressive, and for one kid doing it, okay, well, like, how do I describe it? It's like, it's not the most complicated thing in visual effects. It's not the most complicated thing in visual effects. I mean, it's still in the videos. It was still really impressive that one kid did it. Like, yeah, that's still really impressive. But if we're talking about in the grand scheme of visual effects, and also taking into consideration that now they do have a whole team doing it, it's not really the most complicated thing to do in visual effects, because especially with the whole VHS like filter over it. No, like Corridor Crew explains this better than I could, but it's not that crazy. So I don't think it's going to get a visual effects nomination. Like the visual effects branch is not going to do it. No. The release of the Dog Stars was pushed not due to tests or issues, but to avoid facing Project Hail Mary in March. Oh. Also, you probably didn't see the other day, but happy Honora Day, April Christian. Yay. No! No! Not Honora, no! Your background music is such a mood. Thank you. We got first look at David Cornsweat for Mr. Irrelevant. Oh yeah, I saw that image. I mean, I'm not really that interested in Mr. Irrelevant, but like, you know. But hey, that's cool for that's cool for people who are. This week is the anniversary of Sinners. Oh, hell yeah. Hi, Sinners. Hi. Hi, Sinners. Man, I love Sinners. That should have won Best Picture. Remind me, are you doing the live for Paramount Disney panel? Yes, I am. Or at the very least, you know, sort of like what I'm doing now, like the pre-game show of it all. Now, actually, wait. Oh, wait. I could also go live tonight because I could go live tonight, maybe. Actually, yeah. I could go live tonight because they're doing the Amazon MGM panel at 11:30 p.m. So I could actually do a stream tonight, actually reacting live to the Amazon announcements. Would you guys like that? That Jimmy Stewart biopic doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like a real movie. What is it? It's a movie about how America can't afford to lose Jimmy Stewart. I just want to know again for fun, but why do you dislike Honora as a movie and it winning Best Picture? Well, I don't like it winning Best Picture because I think it's a bad movie. I don't think bad movies should win Best Picture. And Honora, I think, is a bad movie because I feel like it's just so annoying. The characters in the movie are so annoying. And it's just not funny. It's just like very like it's just a very unfunny comedy, and the characters are just so annoying, and that's kind of it. That's kind of all I have to really say about Nora. It's like it's just not engaging in any way. It put like every time the character spoke, it pulled me out of the film rather than pulled me into it. So it's like, yeah, it's just a bad movie. I don't like bad movies winning Best Picture. Who's the most annoying in Anora? They're all equally annoying. The Disney Paramount panel is going to be big. Paranormal Activity 8, Avengers Doomsday, Toy Story 5, Transformers, Sonic Movie 4, SpongeBob Movie 5, and more. What interests you out of these titles? I mean, I am very curious about Avengers Doomsday, because it's like that, I think Avengers Doomsday is either going to be really fucking great, or it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be one of those two. Every year there's a big awards player that we're unsure will release this year. Is Cry to Heaven that movie for this year? There's going to be multiple movies. I don't know. I don't really even know what's exactly coming out this year. I mean, okay, well, I do know some, but you know what I mean. Like a lot of the films, there's so many uncertain films. So yeah. Oh, and TMNT. Oh yeah, but also TMNT Mutant Mayhem 2. Again, I don't know if that's coming out next year or not, or how far off next year is, because you got to keep in mind they're probably only going to talk about movies releasing roughly within the calendar year, so they're probably not going to reach out for like movies really far off in advance. So they're probably not going to talk about like a fifth SpongeBob movie. How many blockbusters will get into Best Picture this year? I mean, I have no idea. We don't know what will get nominated. What could get I mean, like, who knows? I mean, I'm not I don't know. I'm not the best at these kind of questions. I mean, right now, I'm predicting... Project Hail Mary, The Odyssey, Dune Part 3, Narnia... I don't know if you really want to count Disclosure Day, because, I mean, it's not really an action film kind of blockbuster, so, like, I don't know if you really count that, so I don't know. New Simpsons movies in development, yeah. Although, again, I don't know if that's coming out within the calendar year, so they're probably not going to talk about Simpsons movie 2. What about that R-rated TMNT movie called The Last Ronin? Forgive me if I spelled it wrong. Yeah, no, you spelled it as Ronin. It's a Ronin. They canceled that. I don't know why, because I think it was a really cool idea. But, I mean, you know the Ellisons. The Ellisons are known for particularly bad ideas and only want to make things that are safe and marketable and don't want to take any risks whatsoever and are just completely anti-art, so yeah. What's a big awards movie this year that you could see flopping with 0 noms? My prediction is Social Reckoning. Potentially, maybe Michael. I mean, there is, I am currently predicting it for makeup, but there is a chance I could completely blank entirely. There is a chance of that happening, so I'm gonna say Michael. I think it comes out in 2027. The Simpsons movie or the Last Ronin? Because I think The Last Ronin was canceled. Safe and marketable, in quotes, yeah. Oh my god, guys, it's Red Spice! Hi, Red Spice! Hi! Hi, Red Spice! If you're a Hannahcast channel member, give Red Spice some hi Hannahcast emojis. Hi, Red Spice. Hi. Oh my god! Red Spice with the 5 gifted memberships! Oh my god, thank you so much, Red Spice. Hold on, wait. Sticky Countertop got a membership. Huang Dope got a membership. Danny Boy got a membership. AP Plays got a membership. Blue Husky got a membership. Everybody, if you're a channel member, send blue Hannahcast emojis towards Red Spice. We want to send love to people who support the channel. Thanks, Red Spice. Thanks. Thanks, Red Spice. Oh my god. My god. This is amazing. Thank you, Red Spice, so much. Streaming a lot this week. Yeah. I'm especially excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be talking about Paramount Pictures and Disney, which that's going to be big, especially just Disney alone, because they're like, I'm wondering what they're going to pull out for Marvel. Like, ooh, I hope we get another trailer, or like a proper teaser for Avengers Doomsday. Or something, like some sort of big news. We're probably going to get something for Hexed, I think. I think we're going to get something for Hexed. Trying to think about what we're going to get out of, you know, Searchlight. Actually, wait, is Wild Horse 9 Searchlight? Yep, Wild Horse 9 is Searchlight. But then again, we already just recently got a teaser for that, so we're probably not going to see anything for that one. But yeah, I'm really, maybe Behemoth? Maybe Behemoth? We'll just have to see. I don't think Mikey Madison is getting nominated this year. When you win an Oscar young, the Academy makes you wait a long ass time before your next nomination. I don't know, it kind of depends. It really depends on like how big the social reckoning actually is. Do you think the casting category will be stuck to only nominating Best Picture nominees? At least as of right now, I will only predict Best Picture nominees. Because this year, it was interesting that they only went for Best Picture nominees. So, that is something to consider. That they'll probably go for, like, Best Picture nominees for that. Yeah. What do you think of Resident Evil prospects? I don't think it's going to get any nominations. Not, like, I usually try to say, like, hey, makeup, you always got to keep an eye out for makeup. But zombie movies weirdly don't get nominated for makeup. They usually do not get nominated for makeup. Zombie movies, so I don't know. I have zero confidence in Hexed. I don't really know that much about Hexed, so I can't really say. We're getting a new Longlegs movie developed by Paramount. We might, maybe we see something about that? I don't know. But again, we gotta think about movies that are releasing within the calendar year, so I don't know. On the Cynthia Erivo train this year, again, that kind of, for me, it really does depend on how strong the film is, so I'm not sure. Maybe. What do you think of the Hope prospects after the first look reaction at Neon presentations? So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Again, I don't even really know about that. About what's going on there. 100 Years and only 2 non-Caucasian Best Actress winners is a choice. For me, I think it's a lot more systemic than that. Because I think really the bigger issue is that a lot of these Oscar role opportunities haven't been given to women of color. So they haven't really been able to be heavily competitive. So I think it's a lot more systemic than just, you know, the Oscars don't give lead actress awards to non-white actresses or just women in color in general. I think a lot. The bigger issue is that like a lot of big top best picture like picture contenders are just not made. But we're just not being allowed to be made by people of color, or a lot of these juicy roles have not been given to people of color. I think that's the bigger issue, because like if you were to give a lot of these roles to people of color, you would see a lot more of the turnout. I know, that's why when the role is there, I am rooting for him. Yeah. Do you think Resident Evil will continue Zach Cregger's non-linear storytelling and that he's been seemingly interested in his last couple of horror films? I'm not sure. I've not seen Barbarian, but however, I don't know. Because Resident Evil is interesting, because like I'm not really sure what else you do with Resident. I'm not sure if you do Resident Evil like that, but maybe he's got an idea. I don't really know. Like everyone doubting Michael B. Jordan last year. I mean, look, to be fair, it wasn't just Michael B. Jordan. Like, there was also, like, a lot of us were kind of wondering if he was going to be Margot Robbie and Barbie. Where, like, you know, there was the worry that Sinners was going to be seen as just like a big blockbuster that no one cares about. Either, like, so there was that worry. Luckily, it wasn't that, but there was that worry. What do you think about DreamWorks pulling off their own version of a live-action adaptation, just like how Disney did with Moana, which came out in 2016, and a decade later, this year, with the live-action film? DreamWorks is using How to Train Your Dragon as their pilot for live-action adaptations. Imagine Shrek or Trolls in live-action. That would be cringe. The one way I could see Shrek working is if they adapted Shrek the musical, because that's, like, so different that, like, you could maybe make that work, and you could also use that as an opportunity to make fun of live-action remakes. But that is interesting, because it's like, DreamWorks, I don't know how you do a lot of those live action, how you make some of those films in live action, because it's like, DreamWorks has gone a little bit more crazy than Disney has, because a lot of their protagonists are not human, and a lot of them are like anthropomorphic animals. So it's like, I don't know, you could maybe do the Prince of Egypt in live action, maybe Spirit in live action. I don't really know what else you do. Like, you can't do Shark Tale in live action. You can't really do B-movie in live action. Honestly, guys, what DreamWorks movies do you think could be made into live action? I don't know. Oh, what is a movie that everyone thinks will make the Oscars 10 that you doubt? Let me look at the Community. I guess I currently don't have the Jesse Eisenberg film in my top 10. I don't have Cry to Heaven in my top 10, so I guess those. Imagine Meryl Streep gets nominated for Best Actress for The Culture. What is The Culture? Seeing how important release dates are for the Oscars, is there recent examples of Oscar films that were widely released in January? I don't know that off the top of my head, so I can't say. What about a Fast and Furious animated movie? Netflix did an animated show and it's pretty good. I don't know. Maybe they could do that. I'm not sure. I still don't understand Michael B. Jordan nomination. Even more, the win is crazy for me. Even if you told me that at the beginning of the year after I watched it, I would have thought you were crazy. I don't think it's that. I do think it's a bit surprising that he won without Sinners winning Best Picture. That's a little bit surprising to me, but it's like, I don't think it's like a bad performance to win, because like he did very well in Sinners. It's just like, I'm kind of surprised we got to where we are. It's like, again, it's like I that's the bigger thing for me. It's like Sinners doesn't win Best Picture, but yeah, Michael B. Jordan still wins lead actor. Again, I'm not upset over the win in a bubble, but it's just kind of weird that like he was stronger than the film itself. Madagascar, a la The Lion King. But here's the problem. At least with The Lion King, like, they still moved, like, the animals and stuff. But with Madagascar, like, you got, like, you know, all the animals on 2 legs and stuff, and they're just like, ooh, or at the very least, like, you know, Gloria and Alex the Lion were on 2 legs, so it's like it's a little bit more out there and crazy than the Lion King. So I don't know if they could do that. If we get 10 more memberships, will you do a stream tonight at work, or tonight after work? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? The release dates only matter, in my opinion, if the movie isn't really strong. Yeah, I'd probably say so. Mid-movies released in December get into Best Picture because of recency bias. Well, I mean, yes and no, but like, again, the film also still has to be very good, or at least have very good reviews. Like, they tried to do Babylon, but that got bad reviews, and that released in December, and that was just completely rejected, like flat out. So it's like, the release date can only get you so far. And I don't think it has all to do with recency bias. I have zero feelings with the trailer of Wild Horse 9 for awards, except acting. I still haven't made any of my predictions in all categories, but I think I'm not going to put in my Best Picture predictions. I think I am going to put Wild Horse 9 in my Best Picture predictions. It just makes sense to me right now. Michael B. Jordan's performance was actually brilliant. The more I watched Sinners, the more I realized it. I still don't understand how he managed to have one of the twins not have dimples. Oh, I didn't even realize that. But yeah, it's like it was a very layered performance. It was very impressive. Yeah. Has anything exciting happened yet? Not really. Because right now, they're showing... No! Right now, they're showing Forgotten Island, so there's not really going to be any announcements. But what are you guys hoping we see out of Universal and Amazon MGM today? And I will say, if we do end up streaming tonight at 11:30 like last night, apparently that is when the Amazon MGM panel was starting, so I would be reacting live to the panel. So can we get to a point where we actually stream tonight? We'll have to say. We'll have to see. Do you think Jenna Ortega will ever get an Oscar nom, or will she forever be in the dark shadow that is Wednesday? I think she is talented enough to get nominated for an Oscar. Again, like every actor, she just has to find the right role. You know, the right role in the right film. If Cry to Heaven comes out this year, it'll be my whole personality. I love Anne Rice. Ooh. I hope they adapt more of her stuff. Ooh. I don't know a lot about Anne Rice. I know she did... I know she did Interview with the Vampire, I think. She did do that. Babylon not winning Best Score is the biggest robbery of the 2020's Oscars. Oh, I don't know. Babylon would not have been a bad win, but I don't know. I could think of worse. Oh my god! Red Spice with the 5 gifted memberships. Oh my god. Thank you, Red Spice, so much for the memberships. Holy crap, Lois. Now we've gotten 10 memberships. Hold on. Nick Rudo got a membership. The Low J got a membership. M. Jackson got a membership. Quilzy got a membership. And 2Beat got a membership. Thanks, Red Spice. Thanks, Red Spice. Oh my god. Everyone, give Red Spice some blue Hannahcast heart emojis. Oh my god. If you're a channel member, give Red Spice some blue Hannahcast heart emojis. My god. I'm real, like, thank you so much, Red Spice. Stream tonight? Alright, I'll stream tonight. Again, it depends on when I get off of work, but, like, you know, 11:30 might be doable. We'll have to see. But I will try to stream tonight when I can. Bye, Blue Lab. Bye, Blue Lab. Bye. Bye, Blue Lab. What's a bad shit Oscar nom you're betting on? Amy Madigan for Weapons, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. Ooh, I don't know. I don't try to go bad shit with my predictions. I don't think, let's see. I don't think it's bad shit to say that Toy Story 5 will win Best Animated Feature. I don't think that's bad shit crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. Will it be considered bad shit? I think I'm going pretty normal for the most part. Like, I don't, in the acting categories, I don't really know what's going on, so keep that in mind. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Red Spice. So now you have to stream tonight. Thanks, Red Spice. Thanks. Yeah, everyone thank Red Spice. Now I'm going to be streaming tonight. Yay. But yeah. But what... The first look images for Ridley Scott's The Dog Stars are out. Did you see them, though? I have not. Wait, the Dog Star images are out? Hold on. First official look at the Ridley Scott's The Dog Stars, starring Jacob Elordi, Margaret Qualley, and Josh Brolin. It follows a lone pandemic survivor in Colorado who, after hearing a mysterious radio signal while flying, sets out to trace its origin. Oh. I don't really have any opinions on this. I guess it just kind of exists. I don't know. I don't really have many thoughts on that. When Babylon lost Best Original Score, I was so upset I listened to the Babylon music for 20 minutes while dancing to vent my anger. I'm not gonna lie, I did not mind All Quiet on the Western Front winning Best Original Score. I really like the score of that film. Uh-oh. Hi, Christian. Hi. Hi, Joey Herrera. Hi. Thank you for going live for CinemaCon, man, and keeping up with the news and announcements on Twister. Thank you. YouTube is the only social media app I have right now, so this is cool. Well, thank you so much, Jacob Wells. Thank you so much. What are your thoughts on the Warner Brothers panel and Godzilla trailer? We did talk about that last night. I'm a little bit sad because we didn't get any trailers, really. Like, no public trailers for Warner Brothers. I wanted to see at least an image or a poster of Clayface. Just give us something, man. But we did see the trailer for Godzilla -0. I thought it looked cool. I'm really excited for Godzilla -0. For now, with the Odyssey, Dune Part 3, Project Hail Mary, Narnia, Digger, big budget, and Michael, we have far too many blockbusters in our predictions. Only 2 or 3 will be in the lineup. I just don't know if I want to consider Digger, because it's like, is it really a blockbuster? I mean, yeah, it has a big budget, but big budget doesn't automatically mean blockbuster. Like, you look at, something like Killers of the Flower Moon, I wouldn't consider that a blockbuster. I mean, yeah, it had a $200 million budget, but it was just like a historical drama. So, like, I don't know if I would consider that a blockbuster in, like, a blockbuster-y sense. Do you ever think a child actor will get nominated again, or are the Oscars too snobby? I think one will eventually, but it's just kind of hard to say right now when it'll happen. Part of Digger's big budget is Tom Cruise. Not surprised. Not an Oscar movie, but Obsession looks amazing. Are you excited for it? I have not seen any trailers. I have not seen the trailer for Obsession, so I can't say I'm excited or not excited for it. It's just like I've just not seen anything about it yet. Well, actually, if we look closely, if we look at what I classify as a blockbuster, $100 million or more in 2024, we have 3 nominated films: Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Oppenheimer. So, as I predicted, it will also be peak this year. Again, like, I don't know if the budget, like, again, because like budgets these days are so weird. Because like Killers of the Flower Moon did not need to cost $200 million. It really didn't. So it's like, I just would not classify Killers of the Flower Moon as a blockbuster. It's like, the only reason why you're considering a blockbuster is because it cost $200 million, which is just, again, like, most other movies would not have even needed that budget. So I don't know. Oh, did I say Twisters? I meant Twister. Oh, okay, yeah, Twister. All right. Does A24 have any Oscar players this year? No films come to mind, so they just might pick up at the festivals. I'm not sure exactly. I am not sure. A24. I currently have no A24 movies, which is, I did realize that is kind of strange. Yeah, in terms of A24, all they have is like the Jesse Eisenberg comedy, Tony. Yeah. I think ultimately what's going to get nominated for Best Picture from A24 is they're probably going to have to acquire something. They're probably going to acquire something. I love your silly dance you do when you thank someone. It's dope, man. Thank you. And you can see it anytime, as long, like, if we get super chats and or memberships, which, you know, if you're wondering. Also, we haven't hit the super chat goal. Can we hit 5 super chats? Can we? But still. A24 needs to buy something or I see it blanking. That's kind of what I'm thinking as well, Red Spice. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that too. I think the Jesse Eisenberg movie could be something. Maybe. But again, I don't know. Something about it just doesn't feel right. The Jesse movie isn't like a real pain. Maybe. It's kind of strange. Neon is becoming the next big indie Oscar studio. A24 seems to be making more commercial plays as of late. That is something I noticed. Yeah, you might be right. In my opinion, A24 had the best film lineup last year. I'm trying to remember exactly what movies they had last year. I'm not sure. Twitter is what I'm trying to say, but the comment section sometimes won't let me say finish for some reason. Oh, okay. Very good if we look at other years. Huh? 2023, Avatar 2, Top Gun 2, so 2. I mean, I do think multiple, blockbusters are going to get in, but it's like... 2025, Dune 2, Wicked, so 2. I mean, yeah, I know the pattern, yeah. 2026, F1, One Battle After Another, Frankenstein, so 3. Again, I don't think I would consider Frankenstein, especially since that, like, I don't think I would consider Frankenstein. Also, why not Sinners? Sinners was definitely a blockbuster in Best Picture. Why are we not counting Sinners? Like, that actually did have some, like, big action scenes and stuff. How is Killers of the Flower Moon more of a blockbuster than Sinners? I mean, yeah, it didn't have a budget of $100 million, but it's like, I don't think the budget alone makes it a blockbuster. I saw that Warner Brothers is going to have their own Searchlight. Oh yeah, it's going to be Clockwork. Yeah, it's like an indie studio for them, which is great. I like that. Even though, like I said before, if Paramount does succeed in acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery, they will dismantle Clockwork. I guarantee you they will. They will absolutely do that. Sinners is an $80 million budget. One Battle After Another wasn't a blockbuster. It was an indie with a huge budget. No, I think it was a blockbuster. Like, it was a big action film. So, no, like, One Battle After Another was a blockbuster. Like, that is correct. But Sinners was... it lost Warner Brothers money. Again, I don't think that really matters. Again, it's like a big action spectacle film, and it's like, it was a blockbuster. But Sinners absolutely was a blockbuster. I mean, yeah, the budget was like perhaps less than $100 million, but it's like you can't say that the film you're looking at isn't a blockbuster. Again, I feel like we're just going too much into like straightforward, like rock solid, like this is what it is. It's like, no, it's like it's a lot more fluid. That's what I'm worried about. I hope they don't shut down their indie studio. That's the thing. I mean, if Paramount does succeed, they absolutely will, because they did say that they are not making awards films anymore. They did, like, Paramount said that they're only interested in IP-driven blockbusters. So, yeah, like, if Paramount acquires Warner Brothers Discovery, they will absolutely dismantle Clockwork. 100% they will. Now that Paramount owns everything, we will see less movies. Yeah. Again, the deal is not final. The deal is not final, because it still has to get, like, government approval, but which is going to be not as hard as you'd think, considering the FCC is run by the current administration, so, but yeah. With Dune 3, The Odyssey, Project Hail Mary, Narnia, between 1 or 3 are going to miss. Maybe. We'll have to see. What do you think? What are your thoughts on Mark L. Smith as a writer? I don't really know who he is. Ridley Scott's movies are usually only as good as the script, and Smith wrote the script for The Dog Stars. I don't really know anything about Mark L. Smith, so I can't really say. My problem is why they announced the studio. What do you mean? What's the issue? I want to know. Final Destination 7 got a release date for May 12th, 2018. 1 year after Paramount Activity 8 gets released. Thoughts? I don't really know. I mean, I guess it's cool for the fans. I've not seen Final Destination, so I can't really say. But it is really fun that the last one did get a bunch of, like, really good reviews, so there is that. Why did they announce the studio if Paramount's going to buy them and Paramount may get rid of it? I don't know. I don't know the reasoning. Unless like David Zaslav is trying to play 4D chess and knows that Paramount won't get it. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on here. So like I would not know. Mark L. Smith wrote The Revenant, Twisters, and a bunch of George Clooney movies like The Midnight Sky and Boys in the Boat. Okay, so really he doesn't really get movies nominated for Best Adapted. Like, he doesn't get screenplay nominations for his movies. Like, and even then, it seems like the only one out of those that was relevant was The Revenant. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really... I'm not gonna predict the Dog Stars for any kind of awards chances, because Ridley Scott is way too hit or miss of a director. Way too hit or miss. I'm just not going to consider it. I'm not going to consider the Dog Stars unless it gets really fantastic reviews and does very well at the box office. So, I'm not going to predict it. No. Like, Ridley Scott, he had his chance. He just does not make acclaimed films anymore. Did Paramount say they're not going to make Oscar movies anymore? Yeah, they did. They said they're not going to push any films for awards consideration, which is probably why, like why this year no Paramount movies got nominated for any Oscars. Really think about that. That might be the reason, because like Paramount just genuinely did not push any of their films for awards. So it's like, you know, Mission Impossible didn't get into the shortlist for visual effects. It didn't get nominated for sound. It's like they just had nothing. They didn't have anything going on. Are you looking forward to Coyote versus Acme? I mean, yeah. Based just on principle, I have to support this movie because like movies should not be tax write-offs. They really should not be tax write-offs. And I think if you don't agree, you don't care about art. You only see art as numbers on a spreadsheet, because this whole thing of, you know, movies getting written off for taxes, I think is just absolutely ridiculous. It's like it's completely anti-art, and it's like erasing history. Paramount's last Best Picture nomination was Top Gun: Maverick. Yeah. And again, none of their movies got any Oscar nominations last year. None of them. So it's like, ugh. I agree, Christian. Yeah. Whew. I hope we get something like maybe. I hope we get something out of Werewolf. I hope we do get something out of Werewolf, and I don't know if they're going to talk about the sci-fi film because I don't know if that's coming out within the calendar year or not. I do hope we get something out of the Odyssey. That'd be fun. There's not really a lot that Universal has going on that I'm really looking that forward to. Unless they pull out something from, like, Focus Features, maybe. But, I don't know. Maybe they show stuff for Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day. Maybe, but we have gotten a couple of trailers for Disclosure Day. That's the thing. Like, we've already gotten a few things for Disclosure Day, so I'm not sure, like... So I'm not really as excited for that, because it's like, okay, now I know a little bit about what the movie's about, you know? Maybe a year in advance tease the Daniel's new movie coming next year? Maybe? Hoping Universal announces the Star Fox movie. The thing is, I feel like they would more likely do that at a fan event rather than CinemaCon. I don't know if they would announce a Star Fox movie, but maybe they will. Maybe, but then again, it's also I'm not sure because it wouldn't be coming out within the calendar year. But then again, I also said that about Sony, and they announced a Bloodborne movie produced by Jacksepticeye. So I don't know. They could show the first 7 minutes of Disclosure Day like they did with Dune 3. Maybe. They could show like an early look at Disclosure Day. That's possible. Maybe they're definitely probably going to show some footage for the Odyssey. Probably that, yeah. Thank you, Red Spice, for the membership. Missed that earlier. Oh, yeah. Nick Rudo. Yeah, you got a membership. The Odyssey's probably closing the show. I mean, probably, because the Odyssey is, like, their biggest thing right now. Yeah, I would probably say that, yeah, because, like, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty major. I think the Odyssey could miss Best Picture. The trailer doesn't give me a vibe as strong as Oppenheimer. I mean, look. as long as it's really good, it's gonna get nominated for Best Picture. As long as it's not like confusing, like, you know, Tenet. As long as it's not weird and confusing, I think it's a safe bet to be nominated for Best Picture. It's probably not gonna win because it's more of a historical epic kind of. It's a more of a historic, like more like a Greek epic kind of thing. Whereas, you know, Oppenheimer was a biopic and a lot more Oscar friendly. But I still think it's a very good bet to say that's gonna get nominated for Best Picture. Do you think Madden is competitive in Best Picture Director and Actor? No. I think people are really. I think people are finally coming around that like David O. Russell is a hack and like no one likes him. Like there was even like a big controversy. I don't know if you guys heard this, but like apparently there was like an incident on set of Madden where David O. Russell yelled the N-word, and a bunch of crew members and cast members walked off set for that. It's like he was trying to put that in the script and whatnot. It's like, ew. The only thing Madden I think could get nominated for is makeup. That's the only thing. But like, I think people do not like David O. Russell. Does Madden have any makeup involved? Yes, Nicolas Cage, his character. Let me look. Yeah, see? Yeah, like they got Nicolas Cage in the classic fat suit, all that stuff. Wait, God, why, So yeah, I think makeup is the only film. I think makeup is the only nomination this film has going for it. Really, I think. Saying makeup only, yeah. I play Rocky and Clara and the Sun DOA. I'm not gonna predict them right now. I wouldn't say dead on arrival because who knows, but I'm not gonna predict them right now. Russell's last movie was Amsterdam, and it did get a few BAFTA noms. Yeah, and 0 Oscar noms. So. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Again, I feel like makeup is the only thing Madden has going for it. Ooh. Oh. Nicolas Cage looks like Trump in that picture. Yeah, he kind of does. Madden versus Milani will be one battle after another versus Sinners of 2027. Oh yeah, definitely. Don't put Social Reckoning in your makeup predictions because I talked to someone who have seen the trailer and the only makeup seems to be Jeremy Strong, but it looks like something subtle, not showing prosthetics. Yeah, I'm not predicting the Social Reckoning for makeup, really. I just don't see that, really. I just don't really see that being a makeup thing. We're gonna make Honora great again. God damn it. Oh, no. What are you predicting for the Razzies? Oh, I don't care about the Razzies. I do not care about the Razzies. I know Melania's gonna sweep, but also the Razzies are a joke anyway. Who Like that's my main thing. I think Melania's gonna sweep. Alright, I think I might give it about 5 more minutes. I think I might have 5 more minutes left in this. Wait. What do you think of Slumdog Millionaire as a Best Picture winner? I have not seen Slumdog Millionaire, so I can't say. Godzilla Minus Zero's budget is $15 million. Since it's a shame, they could have at least increased the budget to $25 million or more, given the success of the first one. Yeah, maybe. But again, I'm not sure what the reasoning is, but we'll have to see. I suppose that's why the trailer doesn't show much of an improvement in the visual effects and scale compared to -1. Yeah, the effects I think they look a little bit better. But yeah, I don't think it's Oscar worthy or anything. But yeah, I'll probably give it like well, I guess now 4 minutes. I might give it like 4 minutes until I have to hop off. Any final thoughts before I head out? And again, I am gonna try to stream tonight, around like 11:30 or so. If I get here at 11:30, that's the thing. I being here at 11:30, but yeah, like if I can get here at like 11:30, then I will try to stream my live reaction to the Amazon MGM panel, and also we'll be talking about what happened with Universal. You have to watch Slumdog Millionaire. One of these days I will, yeah. Thanks for the stream, and thank you, Red Spice, for the 10 memberships. Thanks, Red Spice. Thanks, Red Spice. Soap OG shouts out for the consistency. What's 007 news? We don't know yet. We don't really know yet, because the Amazon MGM panel does not start until 11:30 p.m. Do we have a 007 now? No, not yet. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I have no idea what the Gerwig Narnia movie is going to look like. It's probably going to look like Narnia, but it made in the 2020s, probably. We're not gonna know during CinemaCon, because Netflix doesn't go to CinemaCon because they don't, like, you know, they don't do theatrical releases for their films, really. Do you like the Smurfs 2011? No, I do not. I think it's really bad. So Narnia isn't going to be a period movie set in the current day? I haven't seen anything about that. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that. From what I understand, I saw like some images and it looked like it was going to be a period piece. So it's like, I don't really. No, wait. Oh, wait, no. Oh, now I get what you're saying. No, I meant like it was made in the 2020s. The movie's made in the 2020s. Not that it takes place in the 2020s. I said it's going to look like Narnia, but made in the 2020s. You know what I mean? Like improve, like better visual effects, you know, like modern cameras and stuff. That's what I meant, Red Spice. That's what I meant. It's gonna be set in the 1950s. Me thinks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I meant to. I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying that it's made in the 2020s, so it's gonna look a little bit different. You like live-action G.I. Joe movies? I love Retaliation. I have not seen the G.I. Joe movies, but I also don't really care about G.I. Joe that much, so, But yeah, guys, I think that might do... Unless we have any, like, final thoughts, I think that might do it for... I think that might do it for this stream. Again, I'll try to do a stream tonight at around 11:30 to not only talk about what was being shown at for Universal, but live reacting to what was happening to what's going to be announced for the Amazon MGM panel. Who are you more confident as the Best Picture nominee, Narnia or Disclosure Day? Narnia, easily. But yeah, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, keep in mind I'm going to be streaming later tonight, so be on the lookout for that. And be sure you hit that subscribe button, because if you don't, you're going to become the next 007. Bye.